Hello everyone, I am the MoeChicken. Welcome to my stream. Hello. Happy Tuesday everyone, hope you're having a good one. As should be evident from this image, we're not going to be playing the current series tonight. Because I don't know, honestly, I don't know what it is, but I just have not been feeling either Megaman Legends 2 or Earthbound Zero. I didn't want to play either one tonight. And I was considering doing like a drawing stream as well, but then I was like, no, I've been doing too much creative stuff recently. I need to play video games periodically on my video game stream channel. So we're gonna be playing Super Mario Bros. 3. Why? Because I want to, actually. Well, you know what I think it is? I have been, so y'all know I watch Game Grumps regularly. They've been playing a lot of games from the past, like games that they played a long time ago, they've been going back to recently. And one that I've been wanting to see them do is Super Mario Bros. 3. And I think that kind of put it in my head, and so I'm going to play it. And so at the very least, I will be able to watch my series on it, and it will be lovely. So let's go ahead and get into it. Blah. Alright, as always, let me know if audio is messed up or anything like that. Uh-oh. Y'all, I am still streaming, right? I can still hear me. Nobody's saying anything, which always worries me. There's Jimmy. Welcome, Jimmy. Yeah, so if the audio is off or anything like that, please let me know, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's see, start the new one. Yes. Let's go. And we're going to be playing it on Super Mario All-Stars because that is my preferred version. I am actually not that into the way the original NES game looks. Like, I mean, it's true we owe this game to the original NES game, and this game reproduced it very well, but it's so much more, like, saturated and vibrant. I always felt like the original Super Mario Bros. 3 looked very, like, washed out visually. So, yeah. We're gonna play it. Because I like this game. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's not my favorite Mario, but it is up there. I really do like it a whole lot. I think my favorite Mario is still Mario World, honestly. And I think that's mostly just because I've talked about this before. The Super Nintendo, well, I was gonna say the Super Nintendo was the first system that felt like I actually owned it. That's not true. I would say that the Game Boy was the first one where I felt like it was mine. I got a Game Boy Pocket, and I definitely felt like my sisters weren't playing my Game Boy Pocket. But the Super Nintendo is still my favorite system. It was very formative in my life, so of course I still very much enjoy it. And we're gonna go in here now. And that's that. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Game Boy was good stuff. I like the Game Boy more now than I did when I was a child, I will admit. For the most part, when I was a kid, the Game Boy was just my means to play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Super Mario Land 2, and then Pokemon. That's pretty much all I did with the Game Boy as a kid. But like nowadays, man, I'm way into the Game Boy because it is a constrained system. Hello, it's Eden. Hello, Eden. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, like I like the fact that Game Boy games couldn't be super duper long, and so like it's just a fun time, you know? They're just good. See, can I do this? There's something you can do here with all these Goombas. You can actually get infinite lives from these Goombas if you have good tail powers. Eventually. Yeah! See, now every one of these I bump will be an extra life. It's the earliest point, I think, at which you can get infinite lives in this game. There you go. Have you seen the new DX colorized releases of Mega Man's 1 through 4 for the Game Boy? They look better than... I have not seen those. If you've got like an article or something, send it my way. I'll be honest, I I didn't ever really play the Game Boy Mega Man games. I have them. I have the first 3. I don't think I have Mega Man 4. Oh, doggone it. I still need to get up there to get the extra life. Maybe you can help me. Nope, not high enough. Whatever, it's fine. It's an extra life. I just got like 6 extra lives. It's fine. Yeah, I never played the Game Boy Mega Mans. To finish the thought I was saying about the Game Boy, though, I just like the fact that like the games are what they're supposed to be. They're just fun to play in a short, you know, for just a little while, and it's awesome. I really like that. You love to get 4 games, but it's an expensive side these days. Okay. Does anybody know if there is a well, I guess I don't need that. I was gonna say, is there like a flash cart for Game Boy games? But I could just use the analog pocket for that, so it's not really an issue. I seem to recall hearing though that the Inafune had a divided opinion about the Game Boy Mega Mans. Like, I want to say he really liked 1 and 4 because the company that they worked with for 1 and 4 was like, I think he said they understood our vision. And then when it came to 2 and 3, the other company that they worked with didn't understand their vision, and it frustrated him. I want to say that that's the case. Not 100% sure, but I feel like I remember hearing that. Which is interesting. You know, it's always interesting to hear when the development of like a subcontracted game, whether it like hit all the marks or something like that. He also made Mighty Number 9 and happily claimed those that we can eat over. I should play Mighty Number 9 at some point. My biggest gripe with Mighty Number 9, at least in the short amount of that I played, was I didn't like the dash focus, like the focus on like speed running and stuff, because I just don't think that was, I mean, that was never really a factor in the original Mega Man game. I don't know why they decided to introduce it in later ones. Did he not create Mega Man though? I know that Mega Man wasn't exclusively created by him. Okay, so explain that then, Dan. Why does he claim credit for Mega Man, and why does he not deserve credit for Mega Man? Because maybe I don't understand fully. Also, I'm just planning to play the like every level in this, so maybe not all in one sitting, but we are just gonna play the whole game. He was not involved with the first game? Really? That's interesting. He didn't even create, like, I thought he created the original design for Mega Man, or he refined the original design for Mega Man. Is that not the case? Also, good to see everybody. Welcome out. Glad that everybody came out for me to be distracted from the game I'm supposed to be playing. He refined things in the sequel. Oh, okay. He didn't even refine the original, the early illustrations? I thought he was involved as an illustrator from, like, the start. If that's the case, who actually is the father of Mega Man, other than Dr. Light? Like, who is he claiming credit from, I guess? It's fascinating. Whoop. Duh. Star, flower, star! You did it! You doed it! Ooh, very nice. Take that. Akira Kitamura. Yeah, not a name I know, so clearly, Inafune has, usurped that throne. So was Kitamura involved in, like, I doed it! Yeah, baby! Was Kitamura involved in other games? Or was it just Mega Man 1 and then he kind of took off to do other things? Because I will say that Mega Man 1 does feel pretty different from later games. You know, for better or for worse, Mega Man 1 was a different game. It's closer than a lot of like Nintendo first and second games, because a lot of like first and second games on Nintendo were pretty diverse from each other, but Mega Man at least is the same type of game. Sorry, we're talking about Mega Man so much while I'm playing Survivor. That's going to be the case. Like, a lot of this game is going to be on autopilot. He was involved with Mega Man 2 still, but he was interested in making other games. Well, at least we have Kitamura-san to thank for Mega Man. And even if he wasn't the father of Mega Man, at the very least he was involved with Mega Man, so Inafune had something to do with it. But yeah, Mighty Number 9. I just didn't like. Well, for one thing, I really didn't like the Dr. Light analog in Mighty Number 9. I found him to be like very boring. PvP games, the creator. Yeah, well, I can get it, honestly. Like, if I could claim to be like the creator of Mega Man, I would probably want to make that claim. But yeah, I mean, if you're stealing it from someone else, like if it was one of those situations where like he was part of the main design team and he opted to be claimed to be one of the fathers of Mega Man, okay. But it sounds like that's not the case. But yeah, I remember I didn't like the Dr. Light analog. He seemed very boring to me. It's the whole, hey guy, you didn't make this part. Yeah, that's fair. It's that comic of like the person's like offering something to someone else and he's like, I made this, and then he walks away and the person he offered it to is like, I made this. That seems like what we got here. Yeah, I didn't like the dashing mechanic in Mighty Number 9 as like a major feature, because I never played Mega Man games with the intent of them being like speedrunning games. Like, I didn't want to have to run constantly. And the game was very straightforward about like, yeah, you should be running all the time. You should be dashing through enemies. That's how you succeed. You should be doing that. Why aren't you doing that? Do that faster. Why aren't you doing that? And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I just want to play Mega Man. So. And then I seem to recall some of the characters could be kind of abrasive. Like some of the other mighty numbers could be very annoying. But, you know, whatever. Wait, I didn't know about this very much when I was a kid. There are coins up here. One thing that I'm always struck by whenever I play Mario 3 is how, like, short every level is. A lot of the levels are, like, really short, like getting through them in just a couple of seconds short. But a lot of them are way short, and it's ridiculous. I assume everyone here has played Mario 3 before, right? This isn't anyone's first time seeing Super Mario Bros. 3, is it? That would surprise me. What's fascinating to me is that Inafune was completely honest about it during a big interview in 2007. What's a Mario Cubed? It's this game. It was made by, supposedly, Keiji Inafune. Keiji Inafune is like, yeah, I made this. I made Mario. You must admit you can't tell the Mario games apart. That's fascinating. Interesting. Well, this is the third one. It was originally released on Nintendo, and it was a huge success when it first came out. Substantial success, this game. And it's still, I think, a lot of people's favorite. It was very successful. And like to describe the degree to which this was successful, Super Mario World, as much acclaim as that game gets, was regarded as a failure by its creators in comparison to this game. That should tell you something about how significant the success of Mario 3 was. They regarded it as a failure by comparison, and Mario World is quite renowned. Although I think that's mostly just sales, but yeah. But yeah, Mario 3 is good. It's a fun game. It's a longer game than I think you saw at the time. Like it's a relatively long platformer for a Nintendo. One of its biggest problems, honestly, on the original Nintendo is that there was no save feature or anything, or passwords, so you had to do the whole thing in one sitting. But again, speaking to Nintendo's foresight, that's why they instituted warp points even as early as the first world. Like that flute that I got earlier is actually a warp ability. First, we'll understand the most basic in terms of the second as you pick it up and carry enemies for the vertical. Third one looks visually met. Felt more like a story in the card. Yeah, that's fair. That's all fair. Dan's all right. Dan's right about all that. It's just a fun game. I don't know. I think one of my favorite things about this game. So I had this game in box when I was a kid. So I had the manual and everything. And one of the best things about the manual for this game was that it included like illustrations of almost every enemy in the game in the manual in color, which was unusual for back then. You didn't actually see many NES manuals that were full color at the time. And so as a kid, I was just so excited to see like all these little Mario characters in full color in the manual and stuff. It's like, oh, this is so cool. And I actually think that's part of the reason why I have such an affection for manuals nowadays, is because the Super Mario Bros. 3 manual convinced me that sometimes manuals have like all kinds of fun artwork in them. And it's easy now, like it's hard to believe now, but back then it was pretty hard to come across official art for video games. You would only ever see it in like game manuals or gaming publications. That's pretty much the only places you would see any sort of like official Nintendo art. So to have a whole manual that had like all of the characters in it was really exciting. That's also why I'm so pissy about the fact that I bought the new Star Fox game. Was that 2 days ago? I think. When I said inbox, you thought of an online email service. Downloading this game would take forever. Oh yeah, I won't spoil anything. I was just gonna say I bought it, and the case for it still has a spot for them to put a manual in there, but they ain't gonna ever include a manual in there, and it pisses me right off because I want a manual. Doggone it. Give me my manuals back. Whoop. Uh-oh. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I did this wrong. Kill me. Kill me, fish. Kill me, fish. Death to me. Kill me, fish. Kill me, fish. Fish, murder me. Pixel says he always reads the manual on the way home from the store. Yeah, it's like, I want to do that. I want to read the manual because it's fun. I still can't believe, for those who don't know, our good friend here, Dan, ordered was it a pre-release copy or an early release copy of, well, I guess both of those would be the same thing, but a copy of Star Fox, and Amazon sent him an empty package. Just a completely empty package of Star Fox, which is nonsense. So do you assume that someone probably stole it? You think that's what happened, is that they just, like, it wasn't a mistake, someone just came along and took your Star Fox? It makes sense. Wait for the shortest unboxing I've ever done. Yeah, I bet. Whoop, there we go. Got all the coins that time. That's part of the reason you do your best to not shop at Amazon. Yeah. I try not to shop at Amazon when I can. Especially if it's something I care about, like video games. Like I would always prefer to buy video games in a store than from Amazon. You looked at the glue in the cardboard, it was never sealed. Wow. Do you think that that was a mistake, or do you think that someone stole it from the warehouse? It's unfortunate, though. I kind of got out of the habit of trying to like pre-order games or like order early release games, thanks to Hyperdimension Neptunium Mark II. I was so frustrated with HD Neptunium Mark II because like I was really excited for it. I liked HD Neptunium Mark I for all of its flaws, and I was super excited to see the new game, and so I ordered it. And I was supposed to get a copy like a week before it came out or something like that. That was the idea. Well, the week came, no game. Couple of days past the release date go by, and then I finally get the game, and there's just like a little tepid like, "Oops, sorry, we got it wrong. Here you go. Here's your game." And I was just like, I was so frustrated because I pre-ordered it because I wanted to have it as early as possible, and instead I had to wait. It pissed me off, and so ever since then I haven't had a whole lot of faith in that kind of system. You forgot the anchors. The anchor prevents the airship from moving around if you die on it. It is not something you really use much after your first couple of times playing, or even your first time. It's a remarkably not helpful item, honestly. An employee in the warehouse stole your game that deserved to keep it. Well, that's very kind of you. It's very kind of you to have a magnanimous approach to it. I will admit that that would be hard for me to accept, but I do think it's kind of you to say that. Nice. 10 coins is... No, no good. But yeah, the way the anchor works is that you use it before you step onto the airship, and then after that the airship won't move anymore. It's just kind of like a... I feel like it's probably one of those things that is more useful, A, your first time through the game, and B, if you are playing with someone else and you don't want to have to keep tracking the airship down over and over again. When I worked at GameStop, I learned that pre-orders don't have to be honored. If someone comes in and wants the item before you pick up, it's gone? Wow. That's pretty bad. that's pretty bad, man. It's like, what are you pre-ordering it for if not to expect to have the thing you pre-ordered? Jeez. I kind of got turned off of GameStop ever since a friend of mine pointed out the fact that their brand new games are not new, because they would open the package, take the game out, and store it behind the counter, which means from default it is not new anymore. It has been removed from the package and is no longer a new product. If anything happens to it at that point, they can still claim it's new, but it is not. And I was like, you know what? That's true. That isn't new anymore, is it? Let's see, pre-orders are useful if you don't bother stocking. Other than they can order a copy for you manually. The new thing is bull. Yeah, it's just silly. Like it's really indicative. Like, I mean, I know why they did it. I'm sure it was to prevent people from stealing them. You know, I'm sure that keeping stock on the floor was challenging, and they thought, well, we'll just keep it behind the counter. It'll be safe. No big deal. But yeah, it sure doesn't feel new anymore. You only need one, maybe two covers out on the shelf. They'll debox 100 copies of the same new game? That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Whatever. I told you all about the thing with Samurai Legend Musashi, right? Years ago, when my parents got me Samurai Legend Musashi for Christmas, they had ordered. This was well after the PS2 was out, so it was you know, they didn't go and buy it in a store. But it was factory sealed, and it had been such a long time since I saw a factory sealed. I'm surprised I got a flower there. I was running full speed. It had been so long since I actually saw a factory sealed game that I kind of forgot that's what they looked like. Like I was like, oh yeah, they have the little reflective thing, and there's like this little plastic on the top. I forgot. Like it was almost like a walk down memory lane. As I'm like, oh yeah, you used to be able to get games sealed. I forgot about this. It was just surprising. Oh, I am very much playing this game on autopilot, so I hope that that's enjoyable. Hope y'all are enjoying watching me just kind of like just playing this game without even really paying attention to what I'm doing. Yammering away about other things. What you gonna do? Oh, little sort of public health warning for anyone out there who is either currently in or threatened by the dreaded heat showing up here in the next couple of days. Keep yourself safe out there. It sounds like it's gonna be really bad. Sounds like it's gonna be really bad for a lot of people. You've played this game far too many times in your childhood? Yep. Oh, Daryl, is this your first time here? No, you've been here before. Okay. Yeah, I love this game. It's a fun game. I like doing that. Makes me feel cool every time I do it. And hit this guy. Get rid of him, too. More than 100 degrees Fahrenheit there tomorrow. Yes. Oh. We've got 100-degree highs on the weekend. Although it's possible that they may not actually reach that, but still. Oh. Oh. As someone who does not handle heat well, I am not excited for this at all. I'm going to be hiding away in my house. The curtains will be drawn, and I will just be lurking in the darkness all week. It's 32 degrees Celsius with 42 degrees Celsius feel with 67% humidity. No! My AC cannot keep up at 76 miles. Oh, it's so terrible. Oh, I mean, that was me every summer until this last summer, is that, you know, I just had to accept that my AC could not keep up back then. 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Boo heat. Who was I was talking to? I think it was I was watching Hobby Ham's stream yesterday. Hobby Ham streams, by the way, if you didn't know. Hobby Ham is a streamer, so you should know that. I was watching her stream last night, and she was talking about how she also doesn't really like the heat, and apparently some of her like relatives or whatever would who lived in like warmer climates would try to like mess with her and say like, yeah, I see that it's like 50 degrees where you live. It's about 80 degrees here, so you know, just want you to know. And like in her mind, she would always be like, oh, that must be awful. I'm sorry. Are you just calling to commiserate? Yeah, Hobby Ham streams. It's true. It's a good thing to know. Dan also streams, as does Hot Dog. Everyone streams. Everybody I know, it seems, does streams. Everybody streams. Hack streams. Everybody streams. It's just the thing you do nowadays. You don't stream? Well, you should start. Everyone streams. It's the way of the world. I don't know, man. I don't know why anyone wouldn't watch Dan stream. It just happens sometimes. Started watching too many streamers and made you want to start too. I get that. Okay, so I've never been good at this, just so you know. It's a flower with a human face. Awesome. Now you die. Dee 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 dee. Ha! Huda! I need to start using some of my items. I haven't been using my items enough. Prepare yourself for Starman. Hoda! You wanna go? Ah! Hola, Senor Moose. Is he in here somewhere? Why'd you call me Senor Moose? Did anyone ever play Return Fires on 3DO, PS1, PC in the 90s? I don't think I have. Doesn't sound familiar. Yes, this is the All-Star Super Mario Bros. 3, which is my preferred way to play it. I like it more. Frog suit! Yeah! Every once in a while, Ian will show up, so I thought maybe he might show up, but nah, he's probably working on a video. Either that or watching his fiance play Deltarune or something. I keep telling myself I need to watch. I know the Game Grumps played Deltarune. I figure I could probably watch their playthrough, but I just haven't done it yet. I don't really want to play it myself. I want to just watch someone else play it. What else is going on? What else is going on other than being worried about... Wait, what? What? Why did... What? This isn't Chaka? No, it's not Chaka, although I am actually Snooze Cruise, so... You might have gotten confused in that regard. Recently getting excited for Reef Entertainment to reboot the first game I'm going to play. What kind of a game is it, Dan? What is this game like? Return Fire. What? These Buzzy Beetles are not being cooperative tonight. Buzzy Beetle, I need you to break that. Thank you. Yes, I am also Moose. That is also the case. We learned that. Myself and Snooze Cruise, we are just analogs for Ian. Simple constructs designed to provide extra interaction during streams. That is what we are. Chicken Moose. Yes. It's like ham mousse, but tastier. If you can believe it, Toby Fox said, yes, I have heard that. That thing about Undertale being a sort of tech demo for the game he actually wanted to make, which is interesting, but it does kind of fit, because if you were trying to make like a tech demo kind of thing, you might make a game like Undertale. Undertale was a very unusual game, so I could see experimenting and having something result in a Undertale. Oh, I just found this. Oh, is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes. There we go. I'm gonna shut up and drink my dirty hot blast. Dirty sodas have really become a thing recently, haven't they? I think there's a place that does it around here, but I didn't realize that's what that was called. I just thought it was called a mixed drink, or like a mixed soda. It's an isometric game where you control one soldier. You get a small number of military vehicles. You have to go out and beat the opposing armies. It's very cartoon-like. It's very fun music. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of fun. What did you say it was for? Let's see. You said it was for 3DO PS1 PC. I've never heard of that. Interesting. I guess I'll use this. Why not? Why not? I'll use it. I'll use Worthless Invincibility and a Fire Flower. Oh no! The king has been transformed into a hoop star! Yeah, it's me. I'm invincible. I'm invincible in this extremely slow-moving ship. I'm invincible. I'm no longer invincible. The item-based Starman item, like the Starman items in this game, are completely useless. Like, I think the only proper use case I can think of for the Starman items is Hammer Brothers. That's like the only time I can think of that they were actually useful for anything. Anything. Oh, they're completely useless. But yeah, there's a place called Coco's Sodas near where I live that sells I guess it's dirty sodas. Their big thing is that just about everything has coconut in it. But I mean, it's still like a mixed soda with like cream and stuff. So I guess that's a dirty soda. Yeah, eat it, frickin' Morton, Oh, doggone it! I messed it up again. I want to beat one of these Koopalings with the fire flower, and I have not succeeded thus far. Let's see. Jerry says, I've heard that they were a Mormon thing. Yes. Although I'm a little uncertain about that, because what I heard is that they were a Mormon thing because Mormons didn't drink coffee. But it seems weird to me that they won't drink coffee, but they will drink soda. So I'm not sure how true that is. I think that they're popular in Utah, and that is an area with a great... Oh, look! Karibo's shoe! That's a fun thing. So Karibo is the name of Goombas in Japan. So this, like, it always... like, when I was a kid, the two items, the Karibo's shoe and the Jugjum's cloud, are references to they're untranslated references to the Japanese names of Goombas and Lakitu. But I didn't know that as a kid, and so I thought they were just like ancient relics of Kuribo and Jugjum. And I was like, oh, they're important. But no, it's just Goomba's shoe and Lakitu's cloud. Yeah, it's a Goomba's shoe. It is a Goomba's shoe. We'll see them in World 5. Assuming I get to World 5 tonight. I don't honestly know how far we're going to get. Like, I'm already on World 3, and I've only been going for 40 minutes. So we're making a pretty good clip. I don't think we'll beat the game tonight. Like, I'm only going to be here for the standard 2 hours, but if we don't beat it tonight, we can beat it on Thursday, and I can continue to not play the games I'm supposed to be playing. I can continue to ignore the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. That's way better. Jub jub. Jub jub. Itaratayo jub jub. Itaratayo jub jub. Itaratayo jub jub. Harerutaya. Dora. Itatayo ra. Dora tibarado. Parete pitata. I don't speak Ewok. Jub jub. I don't speak Ewok. Jub jub. Tararutaro. Just beat it. Just okay. Well, when you said that, that immediately made me think of like Ewok street gangs, like a bunch of Ewoks, like what being led by the red-jacketed Ewok, like what is the Wicket? That was his name. Yeah, Wicket is like Michael Jackson, and they're like singing "Beat It," but it's all like Ewokese. Shimon. You didn't even know I was making a Star Wars reference? Really? Oh wow, okay. I thought everyone would recognize that was that's the ending song for Return of the Jedi when all the Ewoks are like celebrating. Oh well, yeah. I watched so much of the original trilogy as a kid. And you know, the funniest thing about it is I genuinely didn't pick up on the fact that when I was born, Star Wars wasn't that old yet. Like, it was still pretty young. I was born in 1984. And so, it's, like what the first movie came out in 79, right? I think it was like 79, 82, and 85, maybe? Did you see the thing where someone played Beat It over the Tron Legacy teaser without any editing? The cuts are perfectly synchronized to the song. Wow. Here's $20. Go see a Star War. Just the one. Did I tell y'all that, like, I've ruined my my YouTube recommendations recently by watching a few videos I should not have? Like, I watched a video that was like one of those YouTubers that just summarizes the news, and now I can't stop getting these stupid news summaries I don't care about. And then the other one was I watched one video that was like Star Wars, but it's ruined by AI, and it was just like a clip from the Phantom Menace where they had just kind of like caused random things to happen. Like there's a part where like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon like walk up to a window and it's like a McDonald's window or something. It was just like one stupid video and I watched it and I'm like, this is dumb, but whatever, it's fine. And now I just keep getting them and I'm like, I don't care. Go away. Go away. AI ruins movies channel. I don't care. You just can't watch anything unless you're committed to getting it recommended to you a billion more times. Well, that's not true. I should mention this because there was a video that made me viscerally upset that I watched not too long ago. And I was so upset by it that I left a comment in it talking about how I don't blame the person who made the video, but I really wish I hadn't seen this, that kind of thing. And someone in the comments said, hey, look, just so you know, if you go into your YouTube setting, you can delete the view of that video and it won't be added to your recommendations. So there are ways to get around it if you want to. But yeah, I'm pretty vexed that it won't stop recommending these things to me. He likes AI slop. Throw all the AI slop at him. And then there's my my recommendations for all the like YouTube shorts. It's all like animal videos. All they send me are like cute videos of cats and dogs, and I am fine with that. I am fine with endless cute videos of cats and dogs. Super cool with that part. Yeah. I really do wonder, though, sometimes if I'm in, like, an echo chamber regarding certain, get lots of Cinnamoroll shorts. I don't want Cinnamoroll shorts. I want Pom Pom Purin shorts. Who is apparently part of the Bloods, according to that one image. Which I was not aware of, but that's fine. This is just the meanest thing. He's like, I'll get you, Mario, with my hammers! You can't stand in my way! Ah! Ah! Away! I always loved when that would happen when I was playing this game. It's just like stand there, just like bloop, bloop. The hammer will break large rocks on the world map, so it's a world map item. So like this boulder here, the boulders kind of look like a fist, don't they? Can't you see them as like a fist, like emerging from the ground? Let's see. What plasma is you just in the state of my Tyson interest? So why is yeah? It's that there's a term for that, like there's a term for that in computing. It's some kind of bias that refers to like how the advent of like one thing that is different will hit so much stronger. That was dumb. Why did I do that? It will hit so much stronger than like anything else before it. But I can't remember what it's called. It's some computer science term, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, look at that! This is one of those games. There are a few Mario games where, like, when you get a power-up that is not like a big man, and you are already like if you pick up a fire flower and you're small, you won't turn into fire flower. You'll turn into like Super Mario. And then there are other games where when you get the fire flower, you'll just get fire flower. Like Super Mario World, I think, was the first one that did the why did I do that? Where if you get the item, it immediately transforms you into the new power up. What was I talking about before that? I was talking about something before Dan mentioned their history. No, I can't remember what it was. Whatever. Like not Big Man. Yeah, Big Man. Big Man, Small Man. That's what we used to call it. Fire Flower, Big Man, Leaf. What, you got a problem? You got a problem with the terms I used to use? I also used to call them Extra Life. Extra Life, not one. Extra Life, Big Man, Fire Flower, Kill Lakitu. I think that's pretty much it. Big Bad Guy. That was our term for bosses when I was a kid. We used to call them Big Bad Guys. Yeah. Wha! Yay. So you don't call him a one man like Aaron Hansen is. My favorite one is Extra Guy. What Dan calls an extra life. He's like, yeah, you get an extra guy or free guy. You always call bosses in guys. I always called them Big Bad Guys. That was what me and my sisters used to call them. Oh, this is the weird one. Okay. Extra guy is totally fine book. It's funny. It's not a term I ever heard. No. Okay. Frog suit. Did they ever have... Oh, my voice kind of cracked there for a second. Sorry about that. Apparently I'm going through puberty. Did they ever have... I did it again. Okay. No, I lost it immediately. Oh, got it. Oh, there's a secret in this level that you need to have the frog suit for. All right, never mind. I'm going to kill myself. What was I saying? Did you... I was starting to say something and then puberty distracted me twice. Oh yeah, did they ever use the frog suit in any other Mario game? Like, this game certainly introduced the idea of, like, the sort of Mario Kigurumis that showed up in later games. But did they ever have another frog suit? I can't think of one if they did. My voice cracked because of the frog in my throat? Yeah, that sounds accurate. That's a better joke than anything I came up with. Secret! Most of the frog suit was in a 3D Mario. Okay. If it was, I don't remember it, but... It could have been in one of those, like new Super Mario Brothers, or like one of those, like the sort of new 2D ones that they made, because I just wasn't really on board very much with those. I didn't play them. Wank. Wank. I like the noise he makes when he jumps. This is such a situational item. Used to think Rabbit was the normal fixture of Mario, but because Super Mario Land 2 was the only game in the series you got to play until the 2000s. Yeah. Yeah, they never used that again. I used to think they were wings. I didn't realize it was supposed to be rabbit ears. I thought it was like a pair of little wings on his hat. You can get the frog suit in Lego Mario. Okay. That's not a video game, though, is it? Is there a video game Lego Mario? If there's a video game, like if there's a video game version of Lego Mario, I want to play it. Oh, this is a bad matchup. Whoa. Nope. Whenever you turn into frog suit, you are honor bound to stay a frog as long as you can. That is the gamer's code. Keep it for as long as you can. Also, it's super weird to see him standing up like this as a frog suit. You went big on the Lego sets when they Mario sets. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think I was ever really that into them. I mean, it's cool that it exists. I've kind of got this thing again. Oh, I lost it already. Ugh, I'm terrible. I sort of feel like anytime Lego tries to make anything that's like rounded looking like that, it just doesn't work out for them. Like they had those like the Lego Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, and I was just like, they don't look good. They look like robots or something. I didn't like them. I didn't like them. Not my thing. And so when with the Mario ones came out, I was like, this is a cool idea, but I don't know. Duplo? Actually, yeah, Duplo did. You could make some pretty sophisticated animals with Duplos because they had rounded pieces. That's the thing. Frog Mario was in Mario 3 and the Mario Makers, but Mario Kart. The Lego Horizon Tall Neck does look really good. I should play Horizon Zero Dawn. I've never played it before. Like that and Genshin Impact and I think Breath of the Wild were all kind of out at like the same time in my recollection. And I just locked on to the ones I locked on to. Playmobil sets. I remember those.
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Just you wait, Mario! Just you wait! I'll get you eventually! These hammers are coming for you, Mario! They're coming for you! You're gonna die, Mario! I'm gonna kill you by throwing hardware at you! Ah!
You loved Zero Dawn? Maybe I should play it. I think I have it. I just never played it. Fire flower. You will be my Mr. Miyagi to play through that game. Oh, speaking of Genshin Impact, so I feel like I speak ill of Genshin Impact a lot. It's a fine game. As long as you know what you're getting into going into it, it's a fine game. You can technically play it for free if you want to, so it's fine. I have an embattled relationship with it because I have no self-control and I spend too much time on it. Well, so right now I'm trying to catch up with all of the plot events that had released during my most recent like hiatus from it. And like it's all just like cutscenes. I mean, normally they used to have like exploration or like fights or stuff like that, but like right now, like the main plot segments, they're just cutscenes. And so like I've just been watching it like a movie. Like I'll just sit down at night and just put it on and turn on like the auto scroll thing and just kind of watch it happen. I'm finally getting near the end of it, which is good because I want to be done with it, but not the end of the game. The game may never end for all I know. But yeah, it's crazy just how much they've completely given up on any subtlety. They're like, nah, this is just a movie. Also, did anyone ever notice this is Japan? I didn't pick up on that as a kid. I didn't know what Japan looked like. Yeah, it's Japan. Isn't that kind of fun? And it's just Japan. Did not realize it as a kid. And this one is a mushroom. Also didn't realize that one. There you go. All right, I don't want to go to Broken TV World yet. I gotta go to this one. It's Spike! There he is! Death! Did you play enough Genshin Impact to meet the Oratrice Mécanique d'Annalise Cardinal in the game? I mean, it sounds like something from Fontaine, so probably. Not sure, though. Why? Why do you ask? Like one of the things I do like about Genshin Impact is that they have made a point of making the world feel very multicultural, and to my eyes, it seems pretty respectful for the most part. It's become a hell of an earworm meme. Okay, is it just because the name is so long? Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal. Yeah, maybe, probably. It sounds like something from, they made it dance music. Oh. Well, you probably need to send that one to me, too. Oh, they changed it in this version of the game. Ooh. What was I saying, though? Yeah, I like the fact that it seems pretty multicultural. Like, the first area is based largely on Germany. The second area is based largely on China. Third is based on Japan. Fourth is based on India and the Middle East, specifically Egypt. And then fifth is based on France. Sixth is based on Central America. And then the seventh region will actually be based on Russia, but for right now, we're in like a kind of pseudo seventh region, which is kind of based on Russia, I guess. Sort of questionable. It's like Eastern European. But like they make a point of having a lot of things that sort of are representative of that, the cultures they're speaking of. And again, I'm not a worldly person, but to me, it seems pretty worldly. So I like that. I like thinking of these guys. Stretch is what these monsters are called. It's a clever idea. It's like a possessed object. The poltergeist. Yeah, I like referring to the various regions by their real-world counterparts. Like, so instead of referring to the first region as Mondstadt, I refer to it as Germany. I just call it Germany. But yeah, I mean, Genshin Impact's a fine game. It's just long. It's a long game. I've said it before. I can't imagine playing it, like, starting it now, because there's so much content that it's, like, oppressive. Like, there is an oppressive amount of content. Not impressive. Well, it is also impressive, but, I mean, oppressive. And, I don't know. It's just... It can be tedious in places. They've really improved a lot of things, too. I have to admit that. There have been a lot of improvements as the game has gone forward. So. Like, I remember how awful things were back in Inazuma, which is the Japan region. Inazuma sucked, man. That was the worst region. I hated Inazuma. Which is funny. You'd think that I'd like the Japanese region. But no, I hated it. It was awful to play. All the puzzle mechanics were annoying there. Most of the monsters were annoying there. Just wasn't a good time. Get out of here, guy. Is that Big Bertha or Boss Bass? I always forget. Whoa! This, by the way, is Broken TV World. If you didn't know, this is Broken TV World. Very important. Very important. That's what I always used to call it as a kid. Ah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this isn't great. Oh, the prize, though. I want that. Yeah, give me. Ow. Boo. Oh, you sent it? Well, thank you. I will watch it after the stream, I'm sure. This is fun. I'm glad I streamed tonight. I was really considering telling y'all I wasn't going to stream tonight because I just wasn't feeling it. Some nights I've just... Well, let me amend that. I think, and I'll let y'all know when this happens, but I think I might actually take take a break sometime here soon in the future, because I do feel like I've been burned out a lot recently, and I don't know how long it would take for me to kind of recover for that. I'd probably just try and do 1 week, but like, yeah, man, recently I feel like every time I've been getting ready for a stream, I've been like, I don't want to stream tonight. Like every time I felt like that, and that's not good. So, y'all, I'll let y'all know if it happens, but I am glad I streamed because I always feel better after I do it. It's the same thing with like going to the gym or doing my laundry or cooking. All of these things, I feel so much better after I've done them. It's just the process of doing it that I don't like. It's the process of actually sitting down to. It's not even the process of doing it. It's the process of getting ready to do it. It's the prospect that I know several hours will be required to accomplish such and such of an activity, and I'm like, I don't want to do that though. I don't want to spend several hours doing such and such, even if it's fun, even if it's something that makes me feel better afterward. Because I love talking to y'all. It's super fun to talk to y'all, and it's great to feel like I'm making content and, you know, fulfilling my obligations. But like, man, I just never want to do it. I never want to do it till I get to it. So I don't know. I might get a break sometime here in the future, but I'll let you know what happens. It's the prep. Yeah, it's just the prep. It's just that idea that I am beholden to do a thing. Whatever. We're gonna stop doing laundry for a little while, take a few months off. Yeah, that's definitely what I meant for you to take from that. Good job, Dan. You figured it out. Figured it out. Anyway. I did my laundry yesterday, so I'm happy about that. But I have not been able to go to the gym because my back is still recovering, and I'm frustrated by this. I actually might try to go tomorrow and just do like cardio or something. Just do like walking. I don't know. Because, and I've talked about this before, it's the same pattern every freaking time. I get myself in a good rhythm of doing something healthy for myself, like going to the gym or eating right. And then something comes along, throws it off, and then I just never get back on the horse. Thank you, Cyber.
Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed.
Oh. Okay, so just because I didn't even try to do a Toad voice there, recently I've been rewatching Brutal Moose's playthrough of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Well, first of all, that playthrough is a lot more fun than I remembered it being. It's a really funny playthrough, but also, his version of the Toad voice is hilarious. It's so like grimy. It's been 3 years since we could subscribe. I deserve it. Well, thank you, Cyber. Appreciate that. That's a very lovely message. You have been with me for 3 years. I remember how you first started watching my videos, Cyber. It's because we were both in one of Ian's streams, and you just asked for other people who stream. And I was like, well, I stream, assuming that you would not show up. And then you've been one of my most loyal people here. It's awesome. Yeah, like they say, it's like you miss... Oh, screw you too, Wendy. Doggone it. I wanted to get the special message you get when you're wearing one of the suits. Yeah. You miss every shot you don't take. So there you go. Sometimes you just gotta toot your own horn and don't get in trouble. I tooted my own horn once in a YouTube comment on a PB and Jeff episode, and I got some harsh backlash for that. Only you and one other channel was fun, and they've streamed once since. Well, I'm glad I could be more reliable than that. How we doing? We're only at an hour. Really? I sort of thought I'd be farther along than that. It's fun. Fun game. I love the way the giant piranha plant looks. It's got such big lips. Have to be an appropriate time for that, yeah. I think that's what it was, is that I advertised for myself in the comments, and then someone criticized me for it, and I doubled down as a joke. The thing is, though, text is mostly a contextless medium, and so someone thought I meant it seriously. So what was meant as a joke was taken seriously, and it just didn't work out. They called me scummy. I'm like, oh, I guess so. Sorry. I had to publicly apologize. I don't know why I came up here. This is always a very dangerous place to try and venture into. First thing you call was Eastern Mind. That's right. Oh, I loved Eastern Mind, though. I really want Ian to play that. I think he would get a kick out of it. I don't know if he'd finish it, but I think he'd think it was interesting. Like, I definitely think it's his kind of game, but it's such a hard game to get playing that I don't know how he would ever manage to stream that. Eastern Mind was so cool, though. I still think that when I played it, it was being emulated improperly, because all the animations were like crazy fast, and I think that they weren't supposed to be that fast. Gusho, 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 gusho. Oh, I want to play Eastern Mind now. What a cool game that was. Gusho, 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 gusho. Pretty sure we're news to shortly after my stream cursing again. What kind of game is Eastern Mind? Eastern Mind is a it's an exploration game. It's very strange, though. It's based around I don't know if Eastern mysticism is the right word for it, but it's based around, I think, doggone it, I had all the coins, too. It's largely based around, I think, Buddhism, but not specifically Buddhism. Like, it takes a lot of cues from Buddhist thinking, but is not specifically Buddhist. I think Buddhism is the right term for it. And apologies if I have that wrong. Please correct me in comments. Yeah, it's like this. It's kind of this adventure game about a man who has his soul taken and carried off to the island of Tongno. Oh, you're welcome, Cyber. Thank you so much for coming out and being a solid bro. Appreciate it. I told you your wallet's in the mail, right? I sent your wallet along. So, hey, look at that! There's a red one, there's a yellow one, and there's a blue one. You don't see that very often. Yeah, so a guy gets his soul stolen and taken to the island of Tongno, and he wants to get it back, and so he borrows a soul from a friend of his, which is the thing you can do apparently, and journeys to Tongno to try and get his soul back. But what's interesting about the game is that it is heavily based in the concept of reincarnation and the value of a fulfilled life, I guess would be the best way to put it. So, like, in order to beat the game, the concept of love, understand the concept of love. Never played that game before. Yeah, so, like, in order to beat the game, you have to live the fulfillment of a collection of individuals' lives. So your goal is actually to die like 9 times. You're supposed to fulfill these people's goals in life and then die. And each time you do that, you receive sort of like a mark of that person. It's definitely a different vibe than I have no mouth and must scream. Same kind of idea, but it's not about like, it's less about the idea that this person has a certain history and more like they have a destiny to fulfill. And so you're trying to fulfill their destiny, and with each one, once their destiny is fulfilled, they quietly pass away afterward. But it's very good. It's a good game, and it's very strange. I don't know. Look up visuals for it, and you'll immediately see how weird it looks. The full name of the game is Eastern Mind: The Lost Souls of Tong Noa. Tongnou. Didn't know this was here for a long time. It is made by the LSD Dream Simulator guy. Yep, that's correct. And you can tell. That's another game I wish I had a copy of. Is LSD Dream Simulator. Because I would love to just wander around in LSD Dream Simulator. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun. I think the original game was released for like, it was either Windows 3.1 or Windows 95. It was like a very old game. So it took a lot of work to get it to actually work. And I should also mention, the reason I found the game in the first place was that website that I'm constantly doing unpaid advertisements for, the Cutting Room Floor. I was just reading through various like articles, and I found one that was about the game, and I was like, this is so weird, I want to know more about it. And that's that. I didn't get to have a mixed drink, y'all. I'm very disappointed about that. I was originally going to make myself a cocktail for the stream, and I didn't have everything I needed, and so all I have is 0 sugar, 0 caffeine Coke. And it's sad. An unmixed drink. It's just a drink that's like clearly separated into sections. It's like, yeah, I like drinking oil and water together. The game looks, it is wild. My playthrough of it is very old, but if you look in the one-off streams section on my YouTube, you can find the playthrough. It was just like, it was one episode. I played through the whole thing in one sitting. So, well, the game's listed as Macintosh and Windows 16-bit. It's pretty cool. I think the thing I respect so much about it is how thoroughly it went in on its objective. Like, this guy wanted to make a bizarre, dreamy experience about something that he felt like nobody had really talked much about, which is sort of the cycle of like life and rebirth, and basing a game around that concept. And like, he nailed it, man. It's a really cool game. And I think part of it, like one of the things about my playthrough in particular, is that I did use a walkthrough for it. And the reason I used a walkthrough for it was because before I streamed it, I tried to play it without a walkthrough and made no progress. Like, 0 progress. I didn't figure out anything when I was playing without a walkthrough. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stream this. I want to make sure we actually make progress. Nice dodge, dude. Not that time, though. Yeah, I was gonna make a mixed drink with like orange juice, and I didn't have any orange juice. And I was like, crap. So here I sit, non-alcoholic. So boring. My no caffeine, no sugar drink. I have played. I have no mouth as Beth plays the DOSBox. Honestly, I don't recommend it. It's interesting. Yeah, I think it's one of those kind of games. Like there was a game called was it called The Graveyard or something like that? It was this game that was about life, and the idea was that you played as a person who was just sort of like walking down a path. That's all you did. You just walked forward down a path. And the like width of the path was representative of like your state in life. And you just kind of kept walking until you died. And that was the game. And as a metaphor, it's interesting. As a game, it's poo-poo. No, I know. I know enough about I Have No Mouth and Must Scream to know that I would not like it. So I know that I would not like it. It's not my kind of game. But, I mean, you gotta... It's that question of, like, video games are art. So some games, like some art, is not going to necessarily be, like, for everyone, and it's not going to be all sunshine and roses. You know, it's going to have some problems. And I think that's a good example of one of those where it's sort of like, this is more about the message it's trying to say than necessarily the game. The game is not fun. But did you ever notice that, like, Tanuki Mario looks like he's like squishing his tummy? He looks, he's all like squishy, 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 squishy tummy. Can you imagine how much weirder this game would be if they had given Tanuki Mario like giant Tanuki balls? That would have been weird. I'm glad they didn't do that. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Dan. I think you know me well enough to understand that, like, 1, I'm easily influenced. 2, I'm naive and will believe people. And 3, I don't like feeling bad. I don't like feeling bad. So I appreciate that your efforts to avoid the latter. Because, yeah. I'm a sucker. I believe people pretty easily. Bam! I love dropping the statues on enemies. Ding, ding. Bonk! Bonk! Oh, that's very kind of you, Dan. Thank you. That is one nice thing about all you people that come out regularly, is you're generally very, very nice people. Which is lovely. It makes things a lot easier for me. Because I don't want to be around people that are not very nice to me. I don't... You stupid turtle! Doggone it! You stupid turtle again! I only play evil on TV. Ah! Great. Oh. Where are we doing here? What did I do, says the turtle. What did he do, actually, is a question. What do you think the Koopa Troopas do when they come into contact with Mario? Do they, like, bite him, you think? What do you think they do? Because apparently the Japanese name for Koopa Troopas is Noku Noku, which, from what I understand, is just a onomatopoeia for, like, moving casually, like sort of like calmly, like, ambling along. And so I think even from the start, Koopa Troopas were supposed to be kind of, like, laid back. Great. And so it kind of makes me realize, like, what are they doing? You always assumed it was biting. You made some cookie dough and rolled it. Half and half chocolate vanilla dough with dark chips and M&Ms and cashews. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I want those cookies. Oh man, I haven't had homemade cookies in a long time. I should make some cookies. I have an amazing like cookie cookbook that I use sometimes. That I've gotten some really great recipes out of, but I just never like do the prep, you know. I never get the ingredients. There's a really good like basic cookie recipe that's in there that's just kind of like, what is it called? It's like more than enough or like something like that cookies. And it's just like a giant chocolate chip cookie with like pretzel bits and like M&Ms and chocolate chips, and it's so freaking good, man. I love making those, but they're huge. They're like, you're supposed to bake them really big, and oh my gosh, they're so awesome. They also had those anise butter cookies, which I had never tried before, but I was really way into. That jump right there is extremely difficult was extremely difficult as a child. Whoop. Oh, screw you too. Not anus butter cookies. Anise. Anise butter. A-N-I-S-E. Anise. Anise? I thought it was anise. Anus butter cookies. Like they. My black licorice guy. I am, actually. I like black licorice. And I understand, from what I understand, most American black licorice is actually flavored with anise. You've only heard it spoken? If you've only heard it spoken, how do you usually hear it spoken? Like, do you hear anise or do you hear anise? I used to say anise, and then I feel like someone told me it was anise, and I started saying anise. The way you said it first, anise? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You ever had chocolate peanut butter bars? Those things are insane. That does sound good. I've had chocolate peanut butter cookies for sure. But I don't think I've ever had bars. I made some lemon bars once. Those were good. Although they were a lot gloppier than I expected them to be. I thought they were going to be more like cakey, and they turned out to be kind of like almost pudding-y. Man, no, I want to make cookies. What the frick? Doggone it, this again? No. Okay, there we go, finally. I don't even want 20 coins. I don't want 10 coins! This one? No. Lame. Alright, what do we got? I have too many things. I'll use this again. There's that, and I'll use that. That's Donkey Kong Jr.! Wait, if we convert the king back from Donkey Kong Jr., does that mean we destroy Donkey Kong Jr.? Like, was Donkey Kong Jr. always the king of Giant World? It's like, will this one ill-conceived decision completely destroy the Donkey Kong Country series? Dun dun dun! Game theory! I hate game theory. Freaking game theory. I have such an irrational hatred for game theory. Oh, someone did say the other day that it was a rational hatred for game theory, which made me happy. I'm glad I'm not the only person who doesn't like game theory. I know for a while that cookies get better as they age, but I'm not realizing this applies to dough. What ho? It always seemed weird to me that these guys here. Ah, sweet. Nice. These guys are called Rocky Wrenches. They're not Monty Moles. They're both moles. And they, well, I guess Monty Moles don't throw things at you. But I always thought it was weird that there was like, there was one enemy called a Monty Mole, and there was another enemy called a Rocky Wrench. And I was like, weird. Just strange to me. Oh, you made the jar cakes? Did you plop? Did you say plop? You have to say plop. I always thought this was a secret. Doesn't this look like a secret? I feel like it looks like there should be a door here, but there's not. And this little like weird hole seems strange to me. Jar cakes are a reference to one of Ian's videos from a while back. Actually, if you've heard the plop joke on Brutal Moose's streams and everywhere else, it was originally from the peanut butter jar cakes video. And they looked good too. If I had a bunch of jars, I might try and make some, but I don't have... You need like 16 jars. I don't have 16 jars, so... Look! That is what Donkey Kong Jr. was this entire time! This, Sultan! Donkey Kong Sr.'s gonna be real confused at Thanksgiving! Yeah. They're here for my amusement. They're all moles. Alright, we gotta get the secret. You don't need a P-Wing to get the secret, but I usually get it. Rocky Wrenches in Mario Kart World are cute. I love the fact that that Nintendo makes a point of bringing back a lot of things. You know? I like that. I think that's cool. Whoop. Forgot about that. Doo-doo-doo. Three. So me and my sisters used to speculate about what 33 could possibly be a reference to when we were kids. It's not a reference to anything. So this is the third game. That's it. They're 2 3s because they had space. Can I? Yeah! Look at me go! Look at me go! Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Should I go up or down? 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 Someone say up or down? 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 Up. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Up, down. Well, up came first. Ah, Naku. Gotta go up. Gotta go up, down, up, down, up, down. Wait, up. Gotta go up, down, up, down, up, down. Hey! Nice. Up, down, turn around. Everybody go to town. Oh, I like this guy. It's the one that like moves weird. Yeah, look at the shell. I don't know why. I found this fascinating as a kid that it didn't go like, didn't go straight down the hill. It kind of goes at an angle. Do Star Wars, or do Sandstorm. That's about all of Sandstorm I actually know. Must be another Star Wars song I'm missing. Yeah, of course. Star Wars, you know, the famous song that goes like, da 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 da, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. All right. I just can't help but wanting to like mock these guys. There's just something so funny about it.
You killed my brother, Mario! I'll destroy you! My hammers will crush your skull! You will never survive beyond this day, Mario, for the crimes you have committed against me and my people! How dare you! Ah!
It's like, it's simultaneously very cruel and hilarious. Just, ah! Alright, I want to do this one. So we were talking earlier about Goomba shoes. That's this level. This is the Goomba shoes level. Because this is the level with Jum's shoe. This is definitely one of those things that people always wondered why there wasn't more than one level with this. See that? That's Jum's shoe. It's a Goomba in a shoe. Look at him go. Now, if you wanted to be in that shoe, for example, all you'd have to do is get the Goomba out of it. Like so. Now I'm in a shoe! Yeah, baby! Look at me go! I'm in a shoe! A Jum's shoe! Yeah! This is the only level in the game where you can do this. I don't know why. It seems very, very much like a missed opportunity to not be able to do this in other levels. But you can do it! Look at me, I'm in a shoe! A shoe that was previously Goomba. A Goom shoe. Like, it seems like the Jum's shoe should have been something you can, Oh, it is in Super Mario 3D World! I forgot about that! You're right, it is! I forgot about that. And I love Super Mario 3D World. I did a whole playthrough of Super Mario 3D World. Although I've never played Super Mario 3D Land. Because I'm not big on the DS or the 3DS, really. Which I got flack for at Ian's stream yesterday. That was upsetting. I talked about how I don't really like the 3DS, and folks were like telling me I had the wrong opinion, and it pissed me right off. I hate when people say that. An opinion is by its nature subjective. It cannot be wrong or right. It is a subjective thing. Oh, it frustrates me. I hate when people say that, and people love to say that too. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I'll have to actually fight them then. Hard to describe how cool it was to discover. I know, right? Goomshoe is so good. Detective Goomshoe. Would y'all be interested in me playing, Phoenix Wright? Like, the reason I haven't played Phoenix Wright is that I've watched Phoenix Wright. You recommend Land. It avoids most of the annoying tropes of this system, like random testing touchscreen. You don't know anything about those games? That's interesting to hear. Is I feel like there's such a major part of like the gaming zeitgeist that they're just much better ways to watch those games than watching me play it. But I really liked the first 3 games. I've watched playthroughs of them, and I liked them. They're good. I just wonder if I would actually remember everything. The thing is, though, that I don't want to see Phoenix lose is the big thing. My voice is going to get tired real quick. Well, I mean, doing silly voices is just how I am. So, I've done series that required more talking than those. Although that's actually another reason why I feel like I probably need to take a break, is that recently after I stream, my voice has been tired. So I might be wearing things out in there. I always found the Rotodisc monsters very interesting as a kid. Whoop! Because you can't actually kill them. You can only kill them in one way, I think. I think there's only one way to kill them. And it's not a Starman. They don't take damage if you run to them as a Starman. You have to you have to turn into a Tanuki statue on top of them and like bop them. That's the only way you can kill rotodiscs. I think is the case. Which is fascinating. Starman! Have you ever played Hitmo Space Outlaw? I have not, actually. I should really... I know I say it a lot. I really should play more Steam games. I don't know. I don't have a good excuse why not. I just don't. I just don't play any of them. I don't know. We will probably finish World 5 and then call it for the evening, because it looks like we're about getting close at this point. That particular one was a joke. Yeah. Actually, speaking of Ian's streams, I'm really excited for him to play the new Broken Reality game. I'm stoked for that one. I hope it's fun. Because that was a surprising hit for me. Oh, okay. Put that on hold. These things scared the heck out of me as a kid. Because in the original NES version, they're monocolor. So it was just kind of like it was like you could kind of tell they're supposed to be hanging lanterns. But I didn't realize that. I thought they were nooses. I thought this was the room where they hung people as a kid. And it scared the heck out of me. Yeah, right? It's like, if you don't know, it's kind of scary, and if it's a weird moment in an otherwise very benign game. But yeah, I'm excited about Broken Reality. I like the first one. Lanterns make you think of Castlevania. I could see that too. They had hanging ghost lanterns in Mario Land 2. The ones with the tongues? I remember those. That's in that level that has the song that I always sing in my quiet moments. Do 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 do. Boom, boo doo, boo doo, boom, boom, boom. I like playing with these stupid things. Whoa, whoa, ah, fudge. Okay. Can I point out something else? It's my show, so I'm going to. You see this waterfall here? In the original game, this was attached to a cloud, and it was supposed to be like rain. I didn't get that as a kid, but it's such a funny little idea. They also have what look like strawberries with a Jason Voorhees mask. Yeah. Level was fun, but it baffles you a bit. I mean, it was just supposed to be like Halloween. That's the pumpkin zone in Mario Land. I'm gonna do a Mario Land 2 series on my main channel at some point. I love Mario Land 2. It's a fun game. If Mario Land 1 was longer, I would do a Mario Land 1 playthrough as well, but it's too short. Am I ever gonna make any progress in this stupid? Doggone it! No. You? Fudge. What I thought was particularly cool, though, so for those who don't know, in Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy, there is a stage called the Pumpkin Zone. And for the most part, it is based on traditional Halloween stuff. But at least one stage of the Pumpkin Zone is based on Japanese horror, which I didn't know anything about as a kid. But after having a bit more experience with like traditional Japanese horror tropes, it's a really fun level because it's like you get to see all these like cutesy Mario versions of like traditional Japanese yokai, and it's really cool. I don't know, I like it. Probably gonna go back to working on either that sprite set for Final Fantasy 3 or my current leatherworking project after this is over. These guys! Ah, it's Parabeetles! They're so cute. Have these ever been in another Mario game? I can't think if they have. They're so cute though, look at them! They like struggle so hard when you're standing on their backs. It's so cute! Oh, I loved these guys as a kid. Actually, these guys are kind of a fun, there's a fun little bit of trivia about them. On the back of the Super Mario Bros. 3 NES cartridge box, so like the box for the game, there was a screenshot that showed a level with, like a level other than this one, with those little guys, doggone it, in it, and it was removed from the final game. So if you, like me, were a kid and you you had like the box and you saw this level, but then you could never find it in the game, it would drive you crazy. It's like I kept wanting to find, because those guys stand out so much. I was like, I want to see the other level with the Parabeetles. They're so much fun. Where else are they? Not anywhere, as it turns out. Oh, doggone it, I forgot again. It's way too much fun to embarrass these guys. I always want to embarrass them. Also, these clouds look like butts. They look like butts. I'm walking on butts. You should know that. You should know it's butts. Hey, Toad. What's up, dude? Oh, this one. But cloud. That's the one. This is another one of those levels that had like a concept that I didn't really figure out as a kid. The idea is that these structures here are supposed to be like towers that are reaching up into the sky. I didn't get it as a kid. Like I didn't pick up on these clues. So like, yeah, so now we're down on the ground where all those towers are coming from. It's just like, it's a really clever idea, but I just didn't figure it out when I was a kid. I'm walking on butt shine, whoa, and don't feel good. Hey, I'm walking on butt shine, whoa. Oh, there it is. I tell you what, y'all ever give me a chance to sing, and I'm going to sing. I can't help myself. My mother is a music teacher. I grew up singing constantly. Yay, coins. That's really all this is. It's just some coins. Yay. This too. I think that there is a hidden area over here, isn't there? I think you can fly over this. Can't you? Maybe you can only do it with a P-Wing. Okay, see you later. That's another question. For people who played this game as a kid, did you call it a P-Wing or did you call it something else? Like, did you call it like a Power Wing or something? I always just called it a P-Wing. Whoa. Da 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 da. Just call it a P-Wing? Yeah, makes sense. Robo's playing. We'll have to raid him when we're done here. Speaking of Robo, so in the last stream on of RoboRev over on his channel, he had released a new water bottle, and I bought one. But the way it worked is that I had intended to buy one for myself, and then his merchandise website allows you to like purchase for the stream chat. So you can just be like, I want to purchase this one for the stream chat, and then hold like a little like not a contest or a raffle. You can basically just like hold a little contest and say like, who wants this? And everyone just like votes, and then it randomly chooses a winner. But I was the only person in the chat at the time, and so I won it. And so then I canceled the order I was gonna make for myself, and I think maybe it canceled the one that I bought for the chat. And so now I really don't even know if I'm gonna get it. I have no way of knowing if I'm ever gonna get this stupid water bottle. I hope I do. It's a good water bottle. This has been fun. You know, I was saying it before. It's always more fun when I'm streaming and after I'm streaming. But it's just that knowledge of having to sit down and do it that is always the big challenge. But I do enjoy it. It's fun to hang out with y'all. It's fun to play video games. That was the challenge for you with DMing. I mean, with DMing, though, I totally get it. Because, like, that's a lot of, like, preparatory work you'd have to do. All right, where's the 10? We found it so many times at this point. Finally. Okay. Okay. No. I don't think I could ever be a DM. It's so much work. It's so much work, and I know I would be disappointed when the party didn't do what I wanted them to, you know? Like with DMing, you have to expect that the other people in the party may very well never see all of the cool things you came up with. You know, so you come up with all these cool ideas, they may never engage with any of them. It may go completely by them. And you just have to accept that. And that's tough, man. It's like, I know, I want you to see the cool thing I made. Look how cool it is. Don't you want to interact with the cool thing I made? Or they'll like, you'll have like a way that you want them to do it, and then they will intentionally not do it the way you want them to do it, and you just have to be like, fine. I mean, that's a good way to be, Dan. That's how you should be if you're a DM. You should be ready to react and, you know, react. But for me, it's just like, no, you're not doing it right. Play right. I set up all this cool stuff. I want you to see it and do it. Oh. This is Roy, isn't it? I think this is Roy Koopa. Yeah, we're in Merle 5. Excuse me. Roy is the first of the large Koopalings. He's capable of causing minor earthquakes whenever he stomps his mighty feet. Okay. It just went through me. Alright, well, not what I expected to happen, but that's fine. Doggone it. We want gold and loot. Yep, that's accurate. No, you stupid thing! I have not succeeded even once tonight! I wanted him to say, thank you, kind raccoon. Please tell me your name. No! I wanted him to say, thank you, kind raccoon. Please tell me your name. Because it's so weird that he says, thank you, kind raccoon. Please tell me your name. Ay, 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 ay. Wait, I remember explaining to the party. The party had entered and been seated at the equivalent of a TGIF for shenanigans, and as they looked around, they realized that everyone there was undead and just wearing a guise. So one of them says, I asked the waiter about the menu and what he recommends. Cool. So I came up with a list of 10 menu items that were undead edible sounding variations of menu items. That's cool. You came up with that on the spot? That's impressive. I am not one who is talented at thinking on this, like coming up with clever things on the spot. Usually it takes me a little bit of time, so I admire that kind of mental flexibility. That's all for tonight. If y'all would like to see more of this, we can beat it on... We're just gonna beat it. No, never mind. Y'all don't get a choice. We're gonna beat it on Thursday. I'm gonna play more of this on Thursday. We'll beat it on Thursday. So there you go. And then I'll have like a second game queued up if we finish it too quickly. So thanks for coming out. I enjoy this game. I like it. I thought it was fun, and hopefully it's been entertaining. Oh, we're gonna raid. Let's raid. Robo, give me a sec. Do that. Exclamation point raid. Nope, is it slash raid? Slash raid. Robo Rev. Okay, so if you want to go watch Robo Rev play some more Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, go check it out. Otherwise, have a lovely evening, and I will see you on Thursday. I'm MoeChicken. This has been Super Mario Brothers 3. Do I have a raid message? No. No, I don't. So, yeah. Yeah, no is the raid message. I guess. Have fun with that. I'm MoeChicken. This has been Super Mario Brothers 3. Thanks for stopping by.